Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing another pick a card reading, and today's pick a card is what are people's first impression of you? I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling really pumped. Good energy. I'm getting good vibes today, so I thought, why not film a reading? So we're just gonna jump right into it. Today we're picking from this nice array of bracelets. Please use your intuition to direct you to the pile that will resonate with you the most. If one pile doesn't resonate with you, try picking another one. There's no problem in that, or just watch all three and pick which one sounds the most like you. But yeah, we're just gonna hop right into it, and we're gonna start off with pile number one. Hello, and welcome to those who picked pile one. If you picked this blue beaded bracelet, then this is your reading. What is people's first impression of you? So first we have the King of Pentacles, Two of Swords, the Queen of Wands, the Emperor, the Page of Wands, the Eight of Wands, the Hanged Man, the Path, the Divine Order, Page of Trees, Recovery, and then your romance angel cards are True Love and Reconciliation. Okay. Pile one. I'm getting that people's first impression of you is that you're kind of a go-getter. I feel like people, when they meet you, they might be very intimidated by you because they think that like you kind of have everything together. You may not, but again, remember this reading is what people perceive of you, like what is their impression when they first meet you, not necessarily after they actually have gotten to know you. But just like off the bat, off meeting you, people think that you kind of have a lot going on, and that you're in a good place in life. Like you seem like you have a lot of things going for you. You seem like you know how to balance a lot of and juggle a lot of things in your life. Because when I see this girl like walking on this tightrope, it takes years of practice and skill for you to even be able to walk across the way that she's doing. So I feel like people think that you probably are very well educated, or like whatever job that you have, people get the impression that you've been through a lot of years of schooling, if that makes sense. Like when people meet you, they think you're very eloquent and very smart and well educated. People also with this with this Queen of Wands and this Page of Wands, people think you're very, very attractive when they first meet you. Like they kind of assume their first impression is that you probably have a lot of suitors, and they're kind of intimidated by you, because they feel like they just might be another one of many that tries to pursue you. Again, with this Eight of Wands, people's first impressions probably that a lot of people communicate with you, and kind of like give you offers, or like that you have maybe a lot of friends or just people in your life. People think that you're very social. Another thing I'm getting is that people kind of get the sense that although you're very social and that a lot of people try to get into your space, you are very selective of who you actually let into your life. So people kind of view you as someone, you're kind of like this mystery to people. Like it's very interesting, the energy that I'm getting from this pile. Like people want to know more and they want to get close to you, but they don't know if they'll be like of the select few that you actually let slip through the cracks, I'm hearing. So this is really interesting. You're very mysterious, pile one. People think that you're a very hard worker. They think that you are headed for a big thing. All right, Paul, I'm sorry about that. My camera died. But as I was saying, people think that you're like heading towards a very, big future. I think people kind of view, I'm surprised the star card didn't come out, but I feel like people feel like you're destined for success. Like when they meet you, they feel like I think I may have just potentially met someone who's definitely going to be like a celebrity at some point. Like is what I'm getting. Like people definitely feel like you're destined for big things, or like based on what they see you doing, you might be like someone, I don't know, who's like in high school or college. If you're really young, people see that you have the potential to be something big. But if you're like older, people still think this about you. They think that they really admire the things that you've done in your past, and they think that it's very, high scale things. So that's why I'm getting like this intimidation factor. Like they're so in awe of all that you have accomplished, and possibly in so little time for those of you who are on the younger side. Um, with this page of trees, I'm getting that people also like how this is really interesting. People like that although you have accomplished so much or you're destined for such great things and you have so much potential and wisdom, when people first meet you, you're not condescending in any way. So you don't make people feel like, oh, like I'm top, SHIT because I know this. You're not condescending. You're humble. You're very humble is what I'm getting from this card. So you're always willing to teach, or they just feel like although when it comes to your professional life and talking about your accomplishments, how you got to where you are, or where you're headed, you're very humble in that sense about like helping other people who kind of strive to do something similar to you, or just helping other people out in anything that you're doing. So they really like that. But I'm still getting this like parallel between you are very approachable when it comes to helping in the financial and job sense or school sense, but when it comes to like romance and stuff, like I feel like people are very like intimidated by you in that sense, because I think people just know your worth. Like their first impression is that you're a very high value individual, and they know that they can't just come to you with some mediocre offer and that's gonna fly. Like just based off of your presence, people know that they have to be on their p's and q's. Like I don't think people very few people might slip through the cracks that you kind of um, let into your space that are not of high value, but I don't see that happening very often. So I think people's first impression of you is that you're very selective, like I said, of who you let into your space, and it's only people who you can see yourself building with and who actually have goals and ambitions for the future. And then lastly, we have true love and reconciliation. So, what I'm getting from this is that people's first impression of you when it comes to like romance and that aspect is that they feel like you're probably the girl or the guy that has like crazy exes that'll hit you up like 2 years after you have already broken up. I don't know why I got 2 years. Maybe that resonates for someone specifically. But I feel like people think that you're the type of person that people think of as the one who got away. So I think people's impression is that you, my friend, are what everyone thinks is their true love. So they think that you constantly probably have people hitting you up, checking in on you, and that's a little, that's intimidating for some people. They're like, they feel like they might have to worry about like people from your past wanting to come in because they still want to be a part of you and they can't let go of you. So yeah, Pawan, overall, people's first impression of you, that you're hardworking, that you are very well educated, that you have a bright future, headed towards success, very helpful, and humble when it comes to, helping other people and their financial and educational endeavors. Hard to get. And just that you're very high value and that people have to present their best selves when they're around you. But yeah, Pawan, that's all that I have for you today. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If this resonated, I would love for you to let me know in the comments. And also, if you have any suggestions on any videos that you'd like to see from me in the future, then definitely let me know. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you soon. Bye. Hello, my beautiful people who chose pile 2. If you chose this yellow beaded bracelet, then this is your reading. So let's get right into it. What are people's first impressions of you? So first up, we have the Four of Wands, the Page of Swords, Queen of Cups, High Priestess, Father of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, Seven of Swords, the Sun, the Release. I think this is a Tower in this deck. Big Happy Changes. Love that card. And Chemistry. Okay, pile 2. So I'm getting people's first impression of you is that you're very, very intuitive. I don't know if like you're very vocal about your spirituality, or there's something about you that gives off this aura of just someone who's very just I'm getting so calm and just a very chill vibe right now. So they just people's first impression is that you're super easy to talk to. You're very like I'm hearing like you're everybody's ideal best friend. Like you're very easy to talk to, and people just kind of have you have this air about you that it's like people feel like they can let all their walls down because they feel like you would never judge them. So that's one of people's first impression of you. Um, People also think that you're a social butterfly, like you might be a very, very good communicator. Um, I don't know if some of you maybe have an online presence, but that's also coming up too. I'm hearing people very much admire your online presence. Or if not, they just really like your Instagram feed. I don't know why I'm getting that, but maybe you have like a very cool Instagram feed. People, that's one of their first impressions of you, that you are very interesting. Like people are just very intrigued by you. They feel like you have way more going on than meets the eye, and that kind of draws them in. So when people meet you, they kind of think of you already as like someone who's like wifey or husband material. So their first impression is that you're someone who is headed towards a very stable kind of life, and because you have like this aura to you that's very calming and soothing, they think you're very nurturing. And it's so crazy because I've never gotten this from the Four of Wands, but like I'm thinking about in the traditional deck where it has like the celebration of the wedding. um yeah, so that's what I'm getting. People think that their first impression, okay, here it is. People's first impression of you is that you're probably already in a relationship. That's what I'm getting. um they think that you're probably already like well on your way to getting married or getting engaged, or just in a committed relationship. Like people, I don't know why people automatically assume when they meet you that you're probably already with someone, and it's probably because you're so amazing. Like they just get such good vibes from you that they're like, how has nobody put a ring on her, or how has nobody like got him yet. Like they just assume that there's no way that you can be single. That's interesting. All right, so next we have the Father of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. So people think first impression is that you're very nurturing and you're very easy to talk to. Again, I'm getting a lot about an online presence. Like I don't know if you guys have like a pop in social media, but this is something that's coming up a lot with you. If not, then it might be something that you should look into, because I'm hearing a lot of people would be interested in knowing about your life and like what you do, or like hearing you speak. Like I feel like you have a lot to offer the world when it comes to online and electronics and stuff like that. But if you already do this, people are very impressed with the things that you put out so far. With Seven of Angels and the Sun, people's first impression is that you've probably been through a lot, but you don't really ever let that get you down. Like also when people are around you, you have a way of making them feel like whatever they're going through, it's going to be okay. Like, you have a very good way of empathizing with people, but also helping them see the light in their lives. And um, that's a great first impression to have someone. Like, you're just very easy to talk to, and people know that as soon as they have a conversation with you, they will end up leaving the conversation happier than when they went in. Um, with this metamorphosis, I'm pretty sure this is the tower. If it isn't, I'm so sorry, but I'm gonna read it as such, because the message that I'm getting is that, again, people feel like you've been through a lot in your life. So their impression is that they're very inspired and just honored to have a conversation with someone who has managed to overcome things, maybe similar to the things that they're also going through in life. Um, so that's people's first impression of you, that you seem like you've gone through a lot, but you've learned how to manage it so beautifully and so gracefully, that they're very impressed. That's another thing I'm getting. Very graceful, pal, too. You might be people might be impressed by your grace, your humility, your kindness, your willingness to, um, care for people despite you not necessarily having someone to care for you. Um, Next, we have big happy changes and chemistry. So, again, you're that person that looks for the silver lining in every situation. And people's first impression of you is that you're like this ball of sunshine. Like, you may be into maybe doing creative things. If not, you like whatever you do, you inspire people to kind of go after their own passions. Um, Things like that. Also, romantically, I know we haven't really talked about that much, but romantically, people who are interested in you, their first impression of you is that you're very like flirtatious and easy to talk to. Like, I'm getting very like giddy, lighthearted, very cute energy. People are very intrigued by you. Like, you might be someone that's very good at communicating. And they feel like conversation flows easily with you. So people's first impression of you, especially if they're like of the opposite sex or just interested in you romantically, is that they're glad that they don't have to go through that awkward phase with you of like trying to break the ice. They feel like there is no ice to break with you. Like, you're the type of person that lays everything on the line. And that's really impressive because they don't feel like they have to like cut any corners or like try to discover who you are. Like, you just kind of lay it all out there, and people really, really love that. So yeah, pal two. Overall, people's first impression of you is that you're very calming, soothing, easy to talk to. You're very graceful, very put together, good at communicating and having conversations. Very strongly, I'm getting an online presence. So you might do something online, or um, I don't know. I don't know what it is that I'm getting, but yeah, online, and people very much are impressed by that. Like, they enjoy keeping up with you online through social media. I'm also getting that people are impressed by your ability to turn around situations and always find the good in them. And they're impressed by your ability to overcome things in the past. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it, pal two. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If it resonated, please let me know down below in the comments, because I love hearing from you guys. And if you have any recommendations for videos that you'd like to see from me in the future, then also please let me know. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Hey, pal three, for those who chose the Gryffindor bracelet, then this is your reading. Let's get right into it. What are people's first impression of you? So first up, we have the Eight of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, oh no, Two of Pentacles, sorry, the Knight of Swords, Three of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, Three of Swords, Six of Trees, Three of Cups, Knight of Wands, Seven of Swords, Take Action, and Worth Waiting For. Okay, pal three. So right off the bat, I'm getting that people think that you are a very, very hard worker. You probably have a lot of abundance in your life, or if not, you're well on your way to getting there. So when people see you, they kind of think you're very like, what's the word? Like luxurious is the best I can do right now. I don't know, like you're very put together. People's first impressions, you might be someone who works a lot on their appearance. You might be someone who works out. So people take note of that. Like they're impressed by your body, your physique, your makeup. I'm getting, if you're a woman watching this, they really like. I'm taking note of her hair. So you may have curly hair. If you do, people just really like your hair. Or if not, like let's say you switch it up. People really like that. So an impression that I'm getting is that people, right off the bat, are very into your appearance. They think that you spend a lot of time on putting yourself together, and they really, really like that about you. Another first impression I'm getting is that in the workplace, let's say, people look at you as a type of person that they want to work with. So, for example, I don't know if like I know in school, especially in college, I would get put randomly into groups to like do group work, and I would like dread being put in a group with certain people, but I would wish to be in a group with another kind of person because I know that they're a hard worker, and I feel like people think this about you. So their first impression is that you're someone who's very easy to work with, very responsible, always getting your part done. Um, Also, people feel like you might be overly nice. Like, I don't know why I'm getting this, but I'm feeling like people's first impression of you is like you're so nice that like when they meet you, they're like, is this person actually this nice, or are they just pretending to be this nice? Because like wow, like I've never met someone who's this kind like right off the bat. So yeah, people might that might be something that people take note of when they first meet you. Another first impression, people feel like you may have been through a lot in your past. Yeah, I don't know. Like there might be an impression of you that like you might be someone who gives a lot of relationship advice. Um, so people's first impression is that you probably have been through a lot yourself, and that's why you're so wise and you give such good advice because you know what it's like, and you've most likely been in similar situations than the people who kind of present to you with these issues. So that's people's first impression of you. Yeah, that you give good advice, or you're the kind of person that would give good advice. Um, with the Six of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, and the Knight of Stars, people feel like you're a good time. Their first impression is like that you know when to work and you know when to play. So you're the kind of person that people want to have a friendship with because they feel like you'd be someone that motivates them to like keep working and like go towards their goals, but you'd also be someone that people want to party with. Like people think you might be like the life of the party, or if not, they just enjoy having you around when you're in like these fun happy spirits. With the Six of Swords, um I'm getting that, yeah, again, with this, you know how to transition. The word here is transition between working and playing. And people's impression of you is that you're very good at balancing the two and knowing when it's time to do either or. Um, then we have take action and worth waiting for. Again, I'm getting that people's first impression is that you give very good advice. Um, you might be someone that people just kind of go to talk about their day or like ask you, what do you think about this and this? If not, if if there's a person that like has just met you, like this is their first time meeting you, um, their first impression is like, this is so interesting. But like they feel like you're the kind of person that they've been waiting to meet. Like, have you ever like really, well, I know this resonates for me, but have you ever like really, really wanted a specific kind of person in your life? And it doesn't even have to be romantically, but like you ever feel like, oh, I wish I had like a type of friend that was like this and that like would go with me to do this. Like I feel like you're that person for a lot of people. So people's first impression is that you're kind of an ideal BFF. Like you're someone who people really easily get along with. And yeah. So yeah, pal 3, overall, I'm getting that people's first impressions of you are that you're a hard worker, you're very put together and attractive. People think that you would be a great team member. You're easy to talk to, very understanding, fun to have fun with. You know how to balance, you're good at balancing your life, and you're also very good at giving advice and just being there for others. So yeah, that's all. Thank you so much for clicking on this reading, pal 3. If this resonated, please let me know down below in the comments. Also, if you have any recommendations for videos that you'd like to see from me in the future, then also let me know down below. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.